Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode of Happy Hour Podcast. I'm Mike.
I'm Tabby.
And with us this week are two of the loveliest ladies of podcasting, CK and GK from the CK Podcast.
Woo woo!
Caitlin and Jenny,
hi, guys.
how are you doing this evening?
Thanks for having us. Yeah, thanks for having us. We're so excited we're here.
Oh,
Hell
totally.
yeah.
Super cool. Like, as soon as Mike was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
CK and GK are going to come on the podcast. I was like,
Oh,
no,
we're so
no
cute.
way. I was super
Well-
stoked. And then he was like, what are we going to talk about? I said, I don't know. He goes, oh, parenting. I was like, yes, yes. Mom jokes out the ass.
Well,
Oh, there's gonna be
I,
so many. So many.
I told her, I said, I've been for the longest time, I'm like, God, I really need to reach out to Caitlin and see if they want to come on the show. And just other guests have just been getting in the way of it. So finally, here we are.
Sorry, you're so popular. So
You guys
much.
are. Yeah, y'all are so popular. Oh my gosh.
And
Yeah,
then we,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh. And then once you posted that they were coming on, I did the Parks and Rec thing, and then there was more Parks and Rec, and then I posted Karen Walker from Will and Grace, and then she's like, "Did we just become best friends?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, we did!"
Yeah, we did. I love both of those shows. Jenny knows how hardcore Parks and Rec I am. She's also a Parks and Rec person, so it works out really well. But when you posted the Karen Walker thing, I was like, oh my gosh, this girl, she gets my TV heart. So pretty awesome.
Back in the day, one of my hotels that I worked at, one of the breakfast attendants was a homosexual man, gorgeous, beautiful gay man, and he was
Robbie?
like, Robbie, yeah.
Oh, I love that you know who it is.
Oh, no, he was a friend of both of us.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So he was like, do you like Will and Grace? I was like, do I like Will and Grace? Karen Walker's my spirit animal. Like, I have a Pinterest
Right.
board that states on my phone, Karen Walker is my spirit animal.
Yeah,
And
it's true.
so he would walk up and go, Karen, can I touch your butt? I'm like, of course, Jackie. So he was my Jackie and I was his Karen.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
true.
amazing.
I also had a Jackie. I really did. And yeah, and we bonded over that too. And it was constant, incessant, like denied, approved, like following each other. Totally inappropriate. We worked at a bank, so definitely not appropriate
perfect.
bank behavior.
Perfect.
Hey, they worked at a hotel.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. When the mood strikes, it is absolutely okay to quote Karen Walker. She's
Oh,
amazing.
I
absolutely.
pretended to work at a hotel.
Did you?
How do you pretend?
I worked in a call center taking reservations for a hotel, but if people called us thinking that we were the front desk, we had to pretend that we were.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're the
man.
people that I hate. You told them that we had an indoor heated pool and a jacuzzi, you bitch.
I'd be like, I'm in room 1402. Can you bring up more towels? Oh, sure, they'll be there soon. Like, no, we're not gonna.
No. Oh,
She's
no.
like calling the other hotel. Pearls and 1402.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
is this?
Who is this?
Oh,
Some girl in San Antonio says that we need house in room 1402.
We don't even have a 1402. What's going on? That's funny.
Oh my God, so many
Sir,
stories.
this is a McDonald's. We don't do that here.
Sir, this is a Wendy's restaurant. It's the line from The Office. You remember that one? Yes.
Yes.
The
Oh,
one where
huge
they're trying to
Office
give
fan.
they're trying to give Michael a date and somebody gives him the number of a Wendy's.
He orders a chili and a frosty.
Yeah, to go. Just
Yeah,
set it
it's-
aside. It's already ready. Like, what? So good. So good.
Man, we hit the ground running on this one. I already feel like the best friend vibe is going on.
Oh, us too.
Oh, we are going to be building bunk beds and making room for activities very soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
As long as there's wine included, I am totally down.
There's
Always.
absolutely wine included.
Yes. Or bourbon
Always.
or alcohol in general.
I actually just had bourbon the other night in my adult beverage
too.
at a mom's event. And that was awesome.
Yep.
I wasn't prepared for that. I'm glad.
It's a
It's
Kentucky
funnier that way.
household.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's always bourbon here.
It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, bourbon, whiskey,
Yeah.
whiskey.
Well, I'm from Tennessee, so I have to have whiskey.
Yes,
Mm.
you
So,
do. That
That's
makes sense.
mine. But oh well, it is what it is.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm laughing. This is great. I love this so much. I love this so much. Like it's not very often that we have ladies on the podcast. Like it's mostly like Sausage Central over here and trying to hang out with one of the dudes like my balls itch. Burp. Okay, this is cool. Now I could just be like, my titties. Oh God, sweat.
Lisa's
Sweat
been on the
titties.
show quite a bit.
I
Lisa
know,
has
but
been on the show, but even then it's still there's a different vibe when there's like as many guys as girls. It's a different thing when there's more girls. I totally understand what you mean.
that's why Unfortunate Horse is fun because it's just us being stupid.
You guys
Pillow
have a good
fight.
time on that show for
Oh
sure.
fuck yeah, we do.
Pillow fights, slumber parties, pajamas, calling Jonathan Taylor Thomas hotline numbers or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That's what guys think we do.
Right.
Just
That's-
talk
We
about
actually play pranks on each other.
talk
That's
about
awesome.
talk
Fart on
about
pillows.
Devin Sawa and Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
That was in the 90s.
Also,
what you do
we
now.
have talked about that show or that movie on our show. Like that Wild America was a great movie and we just need to all be okay with that.
Yes,
I loved
100%.
Devin Sawa. Scott Bairstow was in it. I bet a lot of people don't remember who Scott Bairstow is, but I do because I loved Wild America. And then Jonathan Taylor
Yes.
Thomas. But also Jamie Sheridan as the dad, and I love Jamie Sheridan. So it
Yeah.
was good.
I can actually say I don't think I've ever seen that.
What? Wild America?
I
I
don't
hadn't even heard of
think
it.
so.
Oh my god.
Okay, at least I'm not alone.
guys.
Woo.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas is
No doubt.
it's the Stauffer brothers story. So remember that show on PBS that was called Wild America? And
Yeah,
it was with the Stauffer. It was Marty Stauffer, I think, was the host. I could be wrong. Mark. There were 3 of them, all with M names, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
But it's that story of one of the Stauffers and how they become interested in the animal
Yeah.
sort of thing.
It's a true story. Maybe it's really good.
I mean, I might have, but
You would
God,
have
it's so
seen it
long.
in like the 90s. It would have been like, 97, 98. Like,
Yeah,
You know.
96.
yeah, okay. There we
Yeah.
go. So then I
the-
was watching it on repeat in 97.
the movie Without a Paddle. With
yeah.
that, but everyone's younger.
See, I've seen Tom and Huck.
Yeah.
Tom and Huck was one of my favorites,
For a good
Mhm.
reason.
of course.
Kelly
But I-
Kapowski. No, okay.
That's not
Anyway.
the reason.
No.
No, that wouldn't be it.
But
But what else?
I might have to go
around
watch
that
Wild
time of-
America.
It's so great. It's so great.
I
I
bet
love
if I
it.
see it, I'm gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I have."
Yeah.
But it's not not
They're-
clicking.
They're going after a cave of 1,000 bears. Like they're trying. That's
Mhm.
what they're trying to find is the cave of 1,000 bears.
It's a really good movie.
It's a
It's
great
on,
movie.
Okay. The bear thing
It's
is
on Disney Plus.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's a
guess
Disney
who's gonna
movie.
get drunk and watch that tonight.
Yes.
That's usually what happens after we podcast, and Mike's like, "Oh, so drunk, I'm tired, I'm going to bed." I'm like, "I'm not. Alcohol wakes me up. I'm gonna watch movies till 6 a.m."
Okay, this is I did not stay up till 6 a.m., but
Yeah.
my husband and I had the same discussion last night. It was like 10:30, and he says, "Okay, let's just go to bed. I'm really ready. I'm pretty relaxed." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm up. I'm up." And he says, "No, just come to bed. Just come to bed." I
We
said,
know what he wanted.
"No."
Uh-uh.
Oh, no. This was the come to bed. I need to sleep.
Yeah.
Like I
Oh,
can
okay.
like
It
his
wasn't
eyelids
like-
were heavy. Oh yeah, no.
Wink, wink.
And yeah, no, it definitely was not. And I said, "No, I'm awake." I said, "We actually can solve this problem.
Right.
You can go to bed and go to sleep right now, and I can stay awake and watch TV right now. And we both can get what we want. This
Right.
is a true story."
Oh my gosh.
That's us every weekend. He's like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Oh, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm so
Yeah,
tired.
because I'm the one that Gunnar wants to wake up at 6:30 in the morning
You
on a
sleep on the
Saturday.
side of the bed that's closest to the door.
For you.
Oh, so you're first in line. Oh.
Well, and
I-
I had already said, I will make breakfast in bed for you tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go.
I said, I
That's
will get up,
nice.
I will make breakfast, I'll bring it to you. It'll be fabulous.
Okay, I'll make
And then-
breakfast for you tomorrow.
No. He wakes me up
Yeah.
at like 10 till 8. And I said, okay, yeah, so breakfast is out the door now. That's not
Oh,
happening.
no.
You have
Now-
to let me sleep in, and then I'll make you breakfast.
It's not 10:30 yet.
Right.
I,
But you went
McDonald's
to
is-
bed on time. I didn't.
Right.
I just made those like 20 packs of like the frozen, those little tiny sausage biscuits that you microwave.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
Yeah, that's bright. That was breakfast this morning, and it's going to be
Nice.
breakfast again
There
tomorrow. I
was
bought
so
more.
much bourbon last night.
I bought more at the grocery store today, so we're having mini sausage biscuits for breakfast again tomorrow.
Nice. It
Yep.
works. I'm
and
not
they're
opposed
so
to
good.
microwaving food. Yeah, they're why. Yeah, who cares?
They're
It's
so
great.
good.
It's easy. Yeah, who cares? We're good.
Oh.
And I think between me and Gunner alone, we usually eat like a whole pack of them.
Yeah.
We'll
Oh,
just
the whole box.
knock them out.
Oh yeah, within 2 days.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're gone. Oh, they're gone fast.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of things like that are single servings. My dad thinks that a sleeve of Fig Newtons is one.
No.
No,
What?
this
Yes.
is- Fig Newtons,
sit
no.
down. Yeah, he's like, if you open the container, they're just going to go stale. You might as well eat all of them.
He's
Okay,
not
I
wrong.
understand the
That's smart.
logic. Yeah, that's smart.
My
but
dad also
Fig
has type 2
Newtons.
diabetes. I don't know if those two things are related. I have no idea.
I'm gonna
Moral
guess
of the story:
maybe.
don't eat a
Right.
sleeve of
Yeah.
Fig Newtons.
Fig Newtons. I can see like a sleeve of like Thin
Oreos?
Mints.
Oh, Thin Mints, of course.
Yeah, Oreos, absolutely. But Fig Newton is an interesting choice.
Oh,
Well-
no, he professes that there is something in a Fig Newton that his body needs.
What flavor? The regular,
Yeah.
the
Like
strawberry.
the regular fig. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I,
to
I
1982.
actually don't mind those. I think they're good, but I can't have a whole sleeve.
And they're not
Like
cookies, they're
three,
fruited cake.
right? They're fruited cake. So a 3 or 4 is probably where I'm gonna max out.
The whole.
I could eat
damn
the whole
thing.
box in one
Really?
setting. When Gunner was little, and that was his go-to like cookie
It's a
of choice.
good, yeah, it's a good cookie for a kid to start
And-
with. Nice and soft.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
And he, learning how to chew and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I would be one for you and one for me, one for you and 2 for me, one
Right,
for
there
you
you
and
go.
3 for me.
Yeah, exactly. Totally get it. I get to a point now where I'm like, oh, it's so sweet. Like I have to stop. I don't want to stop, but I have to stop.
Yeah.
Glad you
Really.
have that willpower.
Oh, I don't
I mean-
always. It's taken me a long time. And it depends on what's in front of me, right? Because if it's like a payday or a Kit Kat, no, I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping on
Right.
those. Fig
Oh, the
Newtons.
serving sizes on those though. That's like, oh, you get a
That's-
half a Kit Kat bar, and that's a serving
That's
size.
just a suggestion. You don't have to do that.
No, you don't.
It's like driving the actual speed limit. You don't have to. They just recommend that you do.
I don't think that one's true.
It is in Kentucky.
Yeah.
No, yeah. The tickets on my record speak otherwise, but yes, I understand what you're saying.
I heard that Montana is the same way. It's just like a recommended number.
I think Central
80,
Texas is that way too.
120. There's
Yeah.
nobody for miles.
Right.
So
No.
Right. It's like the Audubon. Like
I was
just
just
Right.
go.
yeah.
Just go.
Everything is a racetrack.
Right.
Whew.
Absolutely.
It's
Oh my
just the estimated time on your GPS. That's just the time to beat.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a time clock.
100%. I actually compete with that stupid time every time. And I'm like,
I did that
oh,
tonight.
Oh, 100%.
yeah. I'm like, I don't need to. I can totally beat that. It's wrong. It's definitely wrong. Usually I'm like a minute or 2 after it. I'm like, dang it. Oh, I'm not. I was wrong. I thought I could beat it and I can't.
I had to take the girls to go get their nails done, the dogs, and they.
oh my
well,
gosh, that is a much less fun errand than what I thought you were saying.
That's funny. That's weird.
So we didn't know, but the side gate was left open,
yeah.
and they decided to bolt.
Oh,
And so Mike comes running in the house, and I'm gonna say this on the podcast because it's fucking hilarious.
well,
I'm in the bathroom taking shit, and all of a sudden he runs through the house, and he goes, "The side gate was open. The dogs are gone. They're loose." And I swear to God, I have never wiped my ass so fast and ran out the front door to get to the
Yes.
dogs in my life. I was like, "I'll wash my hands later. Where's the dogs?" So I'm like running, trying to find
your
the
dogs. You don't need your hands clean anyway.
Nope.
It's fine. Yeah,
Nope.
run,
Well,
run, run. You're running.
I went outside to go let the girls in because she said she was going to take them to go get their nails done at the groomers. So I was going to put their collar and leash on them. Well, they had their collars on, so I thought, okay, well, I'm going to let them out, go to the bathroom, do their thing before they hit the road because it's a 30-minute
drive
from here.
for our groomer.
It's an
Oh,
hour
gosh.
round trip almost. So
Oh.
I go outside to get the girls.
They
and I'm
specialize in
screaming for 'em.
anxiety, like dogs
That's
with
perfect.
anxiety. And
Yeah, then you
Yeah.
got to do it. Totally get it.
Oh yeah,
So-
please. It's a half-hour drive to my work.
Yeah, like I get
So,
that. It's not a big
I'm
deal.
not batting an eye at that at all.
Yeah, no.
But so I'm outside screaming, Brienne, Lucy, where you at? Dude, nothing. And I just happened to look to my left and I saw the side gate was open and I went, oh fuck
no.
me. So I run in the house. I went, the gate's open, the girls are gone. And I got in my car and she took off one way down the street. So I got in my car and I started driving towards the end of our road. And I got a phone call from a neighbor and she said, I have your dogs. And I went, oh, thank God. Well, so I start driving more and I look out the passenger window and here comes our smallest dog, Lucy.
Oh
just
no.
Full sprint up the sidewalk.
Dan, our
towards the
neighbor,
house.
grabbed her, thank God.
Yeah, our neighbor grabbed her.
I'm running down the alley like fat, huffing and puffing.
Oh my gosh.
Like dying. But I'm on a mission to try and find these girls.
But
So the moral of the story at this point is my time was 29 minutes to get to the groomer.
Yes.
And it's 4:10 when I get in the car. I'm like, bitches, I'm doing 80 the whole way.
Yeah.
I can't miss this appointment. Oh man, that was definitely a time to beat. And I was 5 minutes late, but
Hey, that's not
I
bad.
knocked it down to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
you could
I
have beat your
actually-
time if the dogs didn't run out.
Well, yeah, I was ready to go.
I mean, I think I learned this from fairly recently. I think it's that for every 1 minute that you're trying to make up, you have to drive 80 miles an hour.
Yes.
It's something. It's like something like
It's like math.
it's like a 30 miles an hour over the speed limit or something like that in order to make up that minute of time. It's crazy. So
you leave
it's
your house
right
at 3:15 and the wind speed is 30 miles per hour.
How many watermelons will Joey eat when they fall off the back of the truck? Like that's some kind of random math problem that you're going to get, right? Or like toilet paper math, right? Like how does 18 rolls somehow come to be 40? It's not even a rational, like an actual ratio that makes any sense.
How many sheets are in a roll?
Right.
What?
How come your regular sized roll of 18 in a pack somehow makes it to be 40 of the regular people? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like
That is ridiculous.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. So
Well-
that's the kind of math we're talking about here, folks.
Well, speaking of math, were both of you teachers?
True story.
Yes.
What
we both
grades?
were.
What grades?
Always middle
Mostly
school,
middle school.
for me.
Middle school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 6th through 8th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I taught 4 through 9, but I really kind of honed in on 7th and taught that for a dozen years.
Me too.
And
Okay.
now I
Seventh is my
teach
worst.
a mixed level group that's like 4, 5, 6 ish.
Yeah.
And then I'm also in a classroom that's 2nd and 3rd graders.
Oh
Ooh.
no.
But I am not the lead teacher on that one. I'm just in there doing what we call metacognitive work with them. So I help them talk through their thinking. So like, when you look at this, what are you noticing? And practice those kind of things.
Yeah. Well, as we all know, we as parents, children can say and do really stupid shit.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
So,
yeah,
the-
my child just ran
But
in here
so can
naked at
parents.
the beginning of the recording session. So yeah,
So
We weren't recording.
so I'm
thank goodness
curious,
for that, right?
I'm curious
Goodness.
to know what sort of funny and dumb things did your students do in the classroom?
Oh.
Do you have anything like that?
Oh, sure.
I mean, we have tons of these things, right?
I'm going to start with something dumb a teacher did.
Go
yeah,
for
do
it.
Do
And
it.
I'll give Caitlin a chance to think of a funny teacher story, student story. But this was maybe about 10 years ago, maybe not that long, but between 5 and 10 years ago. I was department chair for the science department. I was teaching freshman biology, and I had the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teacher on my team that I was responsible for. And I got a call from a parent, and it was like 20 minutes after dismissal. I answer the call, and she tells me, please tell me that my child is lying when he tells me what happened in science class today.
Uh-oh.
And your mind's racing at this point. Like,
Right.
what?
Yeah, like what
Oh my-
possibly could that have been?
What happened?
Right.
The best stories start out this way right here.
Oh my god. So
This is
true.
how you
Let me, before I tell you what happened, let me Tarantino the story for a second and tell you that it ends with me quitting.
Oh,
Okay. I walked down to the principal's office and said, I cannot be department chair anymore. I will finish out the school year as teacher on record, but you need to find someone else to be this guy's boss because I can't do it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So what happened in science class that day, and I confirmed it with the teacher, it really did happen.
Oh no.
He built a fire on the floor in the classroom using hand sanitizer as a fuel, then let the kids roast marshmallows over it and eat them in class.
Me in school.
Oh my goodness. So you taught your kids how to use regular household products to start a fire on the floor
and then ate
alcohol fumes. Oh my goodness.
So if the 6th graders had done this and I had to deal with it, totally fine, right? You look at the 6th graders and be like, okay, you're 11 and this is the choice that you made.
Right.
The fact that the teacher did it, I was just like, I'm out. Sorry.
Oh, okay,
Oh
no.
my
Shark
god.
Tank.
Oh my gosh.
Fine.
Yeah. No.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. That's
That-
so stupid.
That child is going to be valedictorian when he graduates.
No.
High school.
No,
All
it
the
was the
other
teacher.
kids are going to hate him because he told his mom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
a snitch. No,
Yeah.
fuck that
Yeah.
kid. He's a snitch.
Yeah.
No,
Oh
This
my
dude's a
gosh.
narc.
Yeah.
I had in freshman, I had a free period. The second half of the year, I had a free period in chemistry, but I still had to go in the classroom. And I one day I brought a pack of hot dogs and lit up the Bunsen burner, and I made snacks for everybody.
Again,
Yeah.
you did that. You
I did
as a
that.
student.
Not
You
the
as
teacher.
the student, not the teacher.
I didn't ask. I just thought, hey, all my buddies are hungry. You guys look hungry.
Jesus.
Let's eat. I'll cook.
Oh,
Fire up a
my
Bunsen burner.
goodness.
Get some hot dogs, and yeah.
And the Bunsen burner isn't connected to gas. You can always just use sanitizer.
I mean,
Oh my
oh
God.
my gosh.
We don't talk about fire and alcohol together at the same time.
or maybe that's a conversation you only have one time, right? Like these two things don't mix, you'll burn everything down. I better not see this situation unless
Yeah.
you are telling us that you've done a couple things that you shouldn't have right here and right now.
Yeah, I said it on our last episode, but very short version. Me and my brother are not allowed to get drunk together at the same time because one of us has to stay sober. He used to light his lights on fire, light his farts on
I knew
fire,
that's
and
where
thought it was funny. And since he's become vegan, no methane, so he can't anymore. So instead of lighting his
Well,
farts on fire,
The last
he
time he
lights
did it, he
himse-
set himself on fire.
Yeah, that's true. The last time he did it, he set his balls on fire and he's like punching himself trying to put it out.
In our apartment.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I thought it was hilarious because he's my little brother and he's fucking stupid.
I told him to
and
do it. I said it'd be funny if you did this. And he said, he goes, you know what? You're probably right. I'll do it.
He was also really he was crossfaded.
It was his birthday.
Yeah, he was crossfaded.
Happy
as fuck.
birthday.
Oh
So-
my gosh.
2 Halloweens ago, after we got the house, I was like, look, we got a house, we got a backyard, fire pit, we haven't had
Yeah.
a house ever, so let's have a party. It was just a couple of us. My brother and myself's dumbass decided with you.
I always get excluded from this, but I was there.
Well, no, we did a triple high
High five.
five where we put alcohol on our hands, and my brother was the starter, so he lit his hand on fire, and then all 3 of us high-fived and
Oh my gosh.
transferred the fire.
Ninja Turtle style.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Cowabunga.
And
Yeah.
also
Oh.
terrifying.
No, it was super cool idea.
Yeah.
Afterwards, not cool
Idea.
because I
I love that. I love that. I love that. It was super cool. Idea.
Yeah.
Theoretically, this was cool.
oh
We,
yeah.
It
do we
looks
have
good
a
on
jackass
paper.
disclaimer on this? Like, do we need to put one of these, like, these stunts should not be attempted?
Yeah.
Like, please do
Yes.
not do these.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So what happened to your hand?
I had 2nd-degree burns. I still have scars on my fingers and my wrist because I couldn't put it out.
Oh my
And I had forgot that when I poured the 91 alcohol, I did this to get it around, like I rubbed my hands. So this hand is on fire, and I went
That one's covered.
to put it
yeah.
out, and it transferred. So I'm like
Yeah.
rubbing it in between my crotch, and I'm just like trying to pat it out, and it
Smother
won't
it,
go
yeah.
out. It was a good 20, 30 seconds.
She also forgot she was standing next to the kitchen sink.
Oh.
So I flipped on the sink, and yeah. So alcohol and fire and drunk
No.
tabby don't mix. Nope.
That sounds bad.
Okay.
Ouch.
I am so sorry to take us off this train, but there is a question that I have to have answered.
Do it.
Behind y'all
Mhm.
is a shelf
Yes.
with it's a bar, right?
Everything.
There's
Well,
okay.
It's
But
a bookshelf.
on the second shelf, there is something that I swear must be a box of world's finest chocolates, like the fundraisers. What is that down there? Down one more.
down here,
Yes.
is it the wax melts?
Okay. Yes. From my angle, maybe it's on your desk. Maybe it's on your desk in front of me. Anyway, I'm
it's-
seeing
This?
something.
Yes.
That's our soundboard.
That's our mixer.
That's our mixer.
Okay, so from my angle, with the way it's shining and the light is hitting it, it looks like you are trying to sell me Carmelos.
That's our mixer.
That's
you could-
funny.
You could
you have
try
a
to
T-ball
eat it
team
if-
that I don't know about.
That's really funny.
We haven't started posting yet. My candy bars. Gunner's trying to win his softball thing. I don't know, sports ball, whatever.
This is the only room
Sports
without food in it.
This is the only room without food in it, unless you consider Lucy
Eh,
food.
Well,
No.
Yeah, you can't eat the dogs.
You
No.
can.
No.
Do you choose not to?
Right.
God,
That
I
restaurant
hope
got
so.
shut down.
God, I hope we
No,
choose
yeah,
not to.
no. I choose not to.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
joking. I'm
No, I
joking.
know. Of course you are.
Ooh, it's getting warm
Oh
in
my
here.
goodness.
That's fine.
Oh,
Do you have a story, Caitlin?
Yes,
Uh,
Caitlin.
I don't have a stupid teacher. Well, maybe my teacher.
Or
the
do you
one
have
where-
like a
Come
kid
on,
story?
student, go first.
Or
Go first.
Well, I mean, I started this one. Jenny knows this story because she and I work together, and I've told this story on the show before. But it's probably hands down my favorite story.
Okay.
The one where I started a marker fight in the classroom is
Ooh, hell yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So what happens is it's my end of day class. It's not the last period of the day, but it's the second to last period of the day, and it's the biggest personalities in the grade, and they're all in my room at the same time at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And Jenny can speak to these particular students. They are seniors in high school this year, so she knows
Some
the
of them
group.
made it that far.
Yeah, she knows the group that I'm talking about because this was my first year there at the same school with Jenny, so she knows exactly who this is. So at some point, some kid he's a great kid, and he was hysterical, like one of those kids who would make kind of adult sarcastic comments and stuff. And he said something, and I was like, "Listen, friend, now is not the time. If you want to say some more stuff, like find another time because I got to get through this." And he was like, "Okay, fine." And then he does it again, and I was like, "Listen, open your mouth one more time. I'm gonna throw this marker at you." And he was like, "Oh, is that a challenge?" And like waits for the right time to like do kind of a roasting thing. So what did I do? I threw the marker at the kid. Like we're talking, and this is like one of those stupid human tricks where like I'm actually really good at throwing like a dry erase marker across the room and banking it off the wall so it lands in the trash can. So my aim is pretty good, and I nailed this kid like right here, and he's like, "Oh, can't believe you did that!" And then one other kid who is the literal class clown stands up, grabs the first thing he finds, which is like a highlighter, and chucks it across the room. And within less than 2 seconds, my room has markers, scissors, post-it notes, like pencils, everything you can think of is flying across the room. Every single thing you
Summer
can.
camp movie.
Oh, it was literally like someone stood up and yelled "food fight," and then just like stuff going everywhere. And I'm dying laughing, hiding under the desk, like, "No, I don't want." And they're like opening the markers and throwing them, which is a
Office
horrible,
Depot fight.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. I was so shocked I didn't see something really heavy, but there were scissors getting tossed around the room.
Oh,
so
shit.
yeah, no joke. Like little kid, like, the ones that are dull at
safety
the tip.
scissors?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
But
okay, I
there's
was
still
gonna
scissors flying around the room with seventh
Oh
grade
my
boys
God.
chucking them at you.
Oh, Jesus.
And after, like 2 or 3 minutes, it stops and everyone kind of looks around and they're like, "Did we just do that?" Yeah, we did. We just did that. And then I was like, "You guys tell your parents about this and I'm fired." Like, you just think I'm just like right now. Like, I'm fired if you guys tell your parents about this. So
Oh my God.
we called it a bonding experience. And then every other day the kids were like, "Can we have a bonding experience?" No, no, we cannot. No, because I know what you're talking about.
And
No, we
maybe
cannot.
don't ask it that way when there's a visitor.
It's so creepy too. Like,
Yeah.
don't. It's gonna sound so inappropriate. But yeah, that's probably my best. That's one of my
That's
best ones.
amazing.
Oh, That sounds like a great time, though.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
It was so fun, especially since like there are some classes that you're in them, and as a teacher, you don't necessarily love the class. You love the kids in it, most of them probably, but the class itself is awful. And that's how this class was. It was like if I could just take those big personalities and spread them out throughout the day, it would have been killer. But because they were all in at one time, I was just like, everything about this class is so hard. And from then on, it was like a much better class, way more fun to be around. I think we all kind of relaxed a little bit that day, and it was good, but it was big fun. Like,
hell yeah,
I don't think I'll ever forget that as long as I live. It was great.
But you know, the stories aren't always that wild.
No,
right? Like, I have one that makes me laugh just thinking about it. That's very mild.
Yeah.
I had this student, and we're taking our state exam. And so, you know, high stress, no visitors in the building. It's quiet. It's crazy because everybody's salary hangs in the balance.
Yeah, exactly.
And the kid has already turned in his exam. And he says to me, "Can I play with my note cards?" And I thought, yeah, if you had study cards, you've already turned in your test. I'm not worried about it. No one's going to be able to read them across the room. And, you know, we got 18 feet between each one of these kids. It's going to be fine. Right. I didn't know what play with my note cards meant.
Oh, no.
This kid, no. This kid got up, went to the back of the room where there was some space and started laying them out to make a picture of a squirrel watching TV.
What? You just take your note cards and like
what?
Like
so he'd asked me, "Can I play with them?" And I was like, "Yeah," because I thought he was just gonna like mess around or look at him at his desk. I had no idea that he was going to be making a picture of a squirrel watching TV.
So that was one of the games I used to play with the kids when I was teaching. Was like if we needed to do something for like indoor recess or whatever. The game was called Designs by Dan because the person who taught it to us was named Dan. And because I couldn't think of a cool idea, I just called it Designs by Dan.
Right, that's great.
Right. So I would give the kids a stack of like 20-ish note cards. And I would say, okay, you have to make a house, a big house using just these note cards. Make sure I can tell that it's a house. And then the kids would like go and vote on each other's and see which one was the winner. But that was a good way to pass the time. I just can't in the middle of a test with other kids being like, what?
I'm trying to get my head around
Bobby
it.
doing? Like,
what? Why is Clint making a squirrel?
Right.
This is the same kid who told us that he wanted to be an international photographer. So he was learning how to say the word cheese in 11 different world languages.
Why?
Why does that sound like gutter?
We didn't have the heart to tell him that the reason you say cheese is the sound, not the word.
Oh my god.
It doesn't make us smile.
What if the word for cheese is like it ends with an O and he's like, ooh.
What the hell?
Like, what do you even do? Oh, this poor honey. Oh man.
Bless his heart. They're gonna make movies about him.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh goodness. I had
Clint
kids
and the international cheese.
Oh yeah, exactly. They say some of the funniest things. Like I had one girl who when at the time I was teaching geography and we were talking about renewable versus non-renewable resources, and the definition that we gave was if it's non-renewable, you can't get more of it. It's when it's gone, it's gone. So like fossil fuels, etc. When it's gone, it's gone. But if it is renewable, then you can get more of it through whatever process. Like, you know, if it's an animal, they make more animals. And one of my students looks at me and she's like, "Wait, hold on."
Oh no.
Pauses the whole thing.
No.
Hold on. If I have a bull and then I have another bull, I can put them together and I'll get more bulls. So they're renewable. Wait for it. So then I'm like, well, and before I can get it out of my mouth, one of my students says, no, they have to adopt. I laughed.
How did you
so hard? Oh, I didn't. I did not keep a secret. I didn't.
And that's the deep secret for middle school. Okay.
You have to laugh
Elementary,
with
the
them.
teacher has to have a straight
Yeah.
face. The high school teacher has to be able to send you out of the room.
Right.
The middle school teacher just laughs right along
It's
with you.
so funny. You have to laugh because
no.
what else do you say? She's looking at him, and his name is Raul, and I will never forget Raul as long as I live. And he looks at her like just deadpan, no smile. I'm on the floor in hysterics. There's 31 other kids in the room trying to figure out why I am dying. And then all of a sudden it slowly dawns on every other kid what he's talking about. And she is the last one to get it. Like she really was.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just looking at her. I'm going, sweetheart, I want you to think about a bull versus a cow and how those are different. And she's like, well, yeah, they're different animals. And I'm like, no. And I just looked at one of her friends and I was like, baby, can you just explain it to her? I have to pull myself together over here. It was a solid like 10-15 minute interruption of like all of the funny things that they said. It's so hilarious. There's so many stories like that where they just catch you off guard and you just laugh and laugh and laugh for forever. I had a kid who called cow udders moobs because he didn't know what they were called.
I'm done. That's the best.
You know that kid. He graduated last year.
Graduated.
He graduated from high school last year. And he was an 8th grader when I had him, and he graduated last year, and he was so proud. He really worked hard to graduate, and so she knows exactly which kid I'm talking about.
That is amazing.
And he was like,
so
"Yeah,
good.
like you just have to like milk the moobs," and I just like,
He's a
hold on.
farmer now.
See, I
Sweetheart,
grew up-
you mean udders. You do not mean milk the moobs.
Oh my God, those are what man boobs are called, though.
That's
Yeah.
what made it even funnier.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh, I laughed for forever. And then I'm thinking about it and I'm like, it's so logical, right? Like
Right?
it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
It's like a cow's opinion.
Right.
It just
It's
doesn't
mood.
matter.
It's
The
mood.
cow has an opinion and his is valid. And if you agree or don't, then you don't get to milk his movies. So
Oh shit.
what is happening?
Man. There's more. There's so many more. I mean, we could go on this. Like we have all kinds of funny things that they say.
See, I don't really have like a teacher because of course I'm not a teacher, but I was a I guess you can call a dorm mom at a church camp when I was
Okay.
like 20, 21-ish. I was the bad dorm mom because I taught them all of the secrets of how to play pranks on the other dorm moms.
You were the
You-
fun one. That's what you were.
I
You were the fun one.
was. You take the pillow and dip it in the pool, and then you put it in the big freezer in the kitchen. And the only way that you could do that is if you had somebody on the inside, aka a dorm mom, to put it in the freezer. I taught him to put shaving cream on the door handles. I mean, I think one of them
awesome.
was super gluing like flip flops to like right by their bunk or like gluing
Oh, that
them
is
down.
so great.
So they'd go to slip them on and walk in
And
the
then they
shower and go
fall.
pop, pop. It was great. It was great. So I was the bad influence. So that's about the best teaching moments that I've got.
Did
So
you
my
see? Oh, go
dream
ahead,
job-
Jenny.
My dream job is to own my own summer camp because of
Ugh.
things just like that.
Oh,
They're
hell yeah.
harmless, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
freezing someone's pillow. No one's getting hurt there, but
No.
those are the memories that kids carry with them their whole lives.
Well,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you open a summer camp, let me know because I will totally be there.
Okay.
It's
I will.
awesome. Did you
Oh,
see?
I am taking it to the bank, honey.
Did you see just recently there was a video that I saw that was going around on Instagram where this woman puts like saran wrap right at head level so that when her friend comes in and she runs smack into the saran wrap on her face and her glasses stick to the saran wrap. It is the funniest thing and they're all dying laughing, including the girl who got pranked. But that is exactly what I am thinking of with you teaching them all
Okay.
kinds of pranks. I love
So
it.
for my sister's 21st, my mom and her sister and me and my sister, we all went to Vegas.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And the first night we are there, before we have even gone to dinner. So we
Mhm.
are all sober as preachers on Sunday. Okay. We just got off the plane and we're going to our first event.
Yeah.
My mom sees a handbag in the Alexander McQueen store that she thinks is beautiful. Well,
Yeah.
and because this is a designer place and it's Vegas, they actually clean their windows.
Right.
My mom walked full speed into the display case
Oh my,
Oh.
she
and
did it.
smashed her face. And the three of us were like trying to decide, should we leave now before we see how much blood and like smash nose she has, or like do we have to stay here? Because this is the beginning of the trip. Like,
I'm such a jerk.
like Kate turns 21 at midnight. Like, we really want to have a good night. Like, should we just go?
At that point, you got to leave her. You got to leave
Like,
her.
we were just like,
Just let her go. We'll come back for you.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
Well,
You're
she
not
came over, she's
dead or dying.
she said, I'm actually okay. I thought I was going to break my nose, but I guess I'm all right. And I was like, good, let's go get some cocktails and you won't feel anything.
Right, exactly. The windows like totally smudged.
Oh,
up
it
her
had
whole
her face. Like, her makeup was on the window.
Yeah. Wow.
We didn't buy anything from that store.
No,
But that's not the
Alexander
reason
McQueen.
why.
And, right, I was gonna
It's
say
because of the name on the door.
Right, exactly. Oh man. Oh, that's hysterical.
Hopefully she was okay.
Yes. And if not, she did enough lying to let her baby turn 21 and
I
have a
mean,
good trip.
Yeah.
Look,
Very
you got to
cool.
do what you got to do,
Right.
Oh, what
That's
about?
what parenting's
It's-
all about.
especially with those
Oh.
newbie 21-year-olds.
Oh,
You
those
know,
are fun.
You got to learn. You got to learn.
Speaking of parenting, I know you have a hilarious story
Yeah.
about Gunner.
His YouTube search history was discovered.
Oh no.
More than once, actually.
Oh,
Watching
Well-
a lot of Jada.
Here's-
a
okay.
lot of Jada Kennedy's getting watched by Gunner.
Oh, no.
Urban
No.
extractions.
Oh well.
The the story goes,
Ugh.
so I was on my lunch break at work one day. This was last year.
He was 6. Or was it 7?
No, it was summer of last year.
Oh, it was
'Cause
summer.
I was
Yeah,
working-
we
it
grounded him
was-
for the summer.
I was working at. I didn't ground him for the summer. It was too
Well-
funny to ground him.
That's true.
It was way too funny to ground him
That's a
for.
I
fine
have a
line right there.
ton of
That's a
those.
fine line. Yeah.
But so
get
I
those.
was on my lunch break, and I thought, you know what, just to pass the time before I have to go back in, I might watch a couple funny videos on YouTube.
Sure, why not?
So I went to clicked the little magnifying glass to search, and all this stuff popped up, like do girls fart?
Do girls poop?
Hold on, girls farting on boys, stuff like that. And I went, oh hell no.
He texts me and he goes, I need you to
I-
call me right now.
Yeah. Oh, I was. Well, I
Like
was laughing.
screenshotting the history.
I was
Oh
laughing
my
so
God.
hard
I
I
need you to
couldn't.
call me right now. Like, I
Well-
cannot text this to you because I need to hear your reaction.
I
If we
was
could
laughing so
FaceTime,
hard.
that would be better.
I was laughing so hard I couldn't text.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all this, but it was all this kind of like weird shit. Like
It was do girls pee? Do girls
Yeah,
fart? Do girls, poop?
do
Girls
girls do
farting
this,
on
that,
boys.
girls, yeah, girls doing this to boys. Like what the fuck? Excuse me. And I called her and I told her all this stuff, and so
I said, you're the one picking him up from school. You get to have that talk there, Dad.
at the end of the day, you know, as he was on summer break, so he goes to a daycare during the day. So I went to go pick him up, and we got in the car, and after I asked him, you know, how was your day and all that small talk shit, I said, listen, bud, you and I need to have a talk about something. He goes, what is it? I said, do you want to tell me the stuff that you were searching on my YouTube? And he got really quiet, like really quiet. I said, hey, what's the rule? What's our rule about telling the truth? He says, if you tell the truth, you don't get in trouble. But if you tell lies, then you're in trouble. I said, exactly. So I know what you searched on YouTube, but I'm going to need you to tell me what it was. And then he just like had like these crackhead like shakes. He started like, like,
I will never be able to look at a trembling child without hearing your voice in my head again. Crackhead shake.
like he just started like he
Somebody
like,
give me some sugar right now.
like I got to get my gambling debts paid kind of like shaking.
Yeah.
Like he goes, Dad, I'm so sorry. I'm like, hey, bud, calm down.
Just say it.
As
Just
long as
tell
you
us.
tell me what you looked up, we're cool. You're not in trouble.
Because it's kind of hilarious.
Well, I didn't say that. I wanted
Right.
to say
You
it
can't
so
say
bad.
it. Yeah.
I got as bad as I wanted to. Like,
Didn't you
dude,
look
that
at
was-
him and say, "Don't you know your mother?"
Well, that's the end of the story.
Oh,
But he goes, well, I wanted to know if girls did this stuff. And I said, man, have you not met your mom before? Like, do you know? He goes, yeah, I guess. And I'm like, so, but you did look this up, right? This is you, right? He goes, yeah, it was me.
so we grounded him off YouTube for a while.
Like, yeah, we banned
couple of
him from
months.
watching YouTube
Then
for
he-
like the whole summer.
He finally, I mean, he was doing great in daycare. He was doing really well. So we allowed him YouTube privileges back. Now, a couple months later,
He did it again.
no,
Yes, he did.
well, he did it again, but it was
It was like Sonic the Hedgehog, like
Sonic and Amy kissing,
Like,
Sonic and Amy.
more PG-13 shit.
Oh my-
I
like-
mean, I pulled up the most recent
Like-
video and I was watching it and I was like, oh, this is kind of cute. And it was like Sonic lying dead in the middle of the road. And like Amy comes up to him and like starts making out with him and humping him. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I would no.
well, it wasn't like
Oh my
that
God.
bad.
No, but it was
But it
very
like,
close.
oh, Sonic and Amy Rose kiss each other. Sonic dies, and Amy has to kiss him and make out to bring him back to life.
Oh, it was
like
bad.
some Cinderella
Ew.
Sonic the Hedgehog
like-
fan
like-
fiction.
What is that?
shit.
It's like Rule 34. Is that what
Yes.
it's called?
yes, it's that stuff. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
So-
this is
so
a week
nasty.
later,
And-
this
and-
is a week after we ungrounded. I'm like, dude, we just had this talk.
What? It wasn't on his Chromebook, was it?
Yeah, it was,
Oh, it
on,
was
his
on his school
for
Chromebook.
school.
Nice.
Yeah.
He didn't want dad to see it.
Yeah.
He figured if
Yeah,
I,
he figured
I
it out.
searched on dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He did. So, in
But he-
punishment,
He logged into my YouTube account on his Chromebook.
Yep.
That's how I found out about it.
no.
So,
Because it goes to my phone.
yeah.
I was like, buddy, do you know what this is? He's like, and he started getting the crackhead shakes again.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, like freaking
my
out, like
gosh.
seizing.
I had to do a factory reset. on
No,
his
no,
school
we
Chromebook.
made him. So we didn't know this, but he had over 500 subscription, like where he would subscribe to YouTube channels.
It wasn't. It
my
wasn't bad
gosh.
stuff, but it
no,
was.
it wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
subscribe to if you have a YouTube channel, you're gonna subscribe to it.
more than likely.
Oh my gosh. That's
So
so,
we made-
funny.
We made him sit there for no bullshit 4 hours and unsubscribe to every
Yeah.
single YouTube channel.
And
But
then I
you know
had
what? Logical consequences.
Right.
Right? You
Well-
do the crime, you do the time.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, he spent
my
like a whole
gosh.
weekend just unsubscribing to everything.
Yeah, it was 4 hours straight.
But I still had to do a factory reset on his school Chromebook.
And I'm thinking, oh my God, his teacher. Oh my God, the school.
oh,
Like,
we're
oh
gonna-
no.
like, we're gonna be in so much
Oh,
trouble more
no.
than he is. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Oh
They're gonna
yeah.
kick him out of
They're gonna think we're
school.
allowing this. This sucks for us.
That's the hard part, is the think we're allowing this piece, right? Because like
Yeah.
as a teacher, there are some things that come from mom and dad. Like you absolutely know this comes from grown-ups at home. That's why you're saying these things. Like I happened to be teaching history during the most recent presidential election, and I will tell you that some of the things that those kids were saying absolutely
no.
came from mom and dad.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Like 100%. At the same time, there are some things where you're like, I guarantee you, if your mom knew that you were subscribing to that channel, she would rip off her boot and beat you with it, because there is no way you are getting away with that. There's no way.
Oh.
Absolutely not. And you just, it's pretty obvious. It's like one or the other, right? Like I've never seen the like middle of the road. It's always just like, I know your mom does not know you are watching Sonic be revived by Amy in that way. I know your mom doesn't know that.
Right.
So I have to, like,
Exactly.
the first story is from the teacher's perspective. I have a friend who's a kindergarten teacher who always starts the first back to school night with, I won't believe what stories he tells about home if you don't believe the stories about that he tells about home.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
And the second story relates back to parenting. Just this morning, my husband is yelling at the dog, get outside right now. And my son looks at him and says, did she shit in the house?
Her son is 4. I just
He's
need to
4.
point that
Yes. And we said, shit is an adult word. So you can't say that.
Oh, that's great.
Like, it's even the teachers' kids, right? Like my son went
And
to
I don't
school.
normally swear on the air, but it's
No.
too good not to tell.
Right.
You're on happy hour. You're not on your show. So
Right. It's
swear
true.
the fuck away.
You can say the F word on here.
Yeah. Well,
You know
good,
you want to
'cause-
say it. You know you want to say it. Say it. Say it.
I have to be able to stand by whatever I tell, and if a student listens to me, but I will tell you, it was so good. I just had to look and be like, I'm sorry, that's an adult word. You can't say that one.
Yeah.
All right.
You went teacher mode.
Right.
Oh,
did.
100%.
You have to. You have to. And sometimes that's the only thing that works, right? It's like there's a clear shift, like in my tone of voice, and it's all of a sudden like, oh, excuse me, let's try that one more time. Would you like to make that choice again? Here's a do-over is one of the ways we use in our house. Like, would you like to say that one more time? You want a second try to say that? Okay, great. I've had the thing too where we got a phone call last year. My son was singing a song that has fuck in it, and he sang it very loudly in front of everyone. And my husband is the one who gets the call, and he's like, my songs don't have that. So I know he learned that in your car. And I was like, yep, that's me. My bad. Sorry about that, folks. That's music in my car. That's a mommy song. And we had to have a very long conversation about how you can sing the song, but you need to think of a different word that goes in that spot.
There was one day Gunnar was up in his room playing Xbox. I let him borrow one of my Call of Duty games. About an hour into it, I'm laying on the couch watching TV, and from upstairs in his room, I just hear, "God damn it!" And I went, "What did you say?" He goes, "I don't remember."
Shoot.
This game is hard. I said, "No, what did you say?" He said, I said a bad word. I said, "Yeah, Are you old enough to be talking that way?" He goes, "No." I said, "Well, why did you say it?" "This game is stupid." I said, "Then play something else." He goes, "I gotta beat it."
I get that.
He replaces any kind of bad word with shoot.
Yeah, every
which is
cuss word is just shoot.
hilarious.
Oh, that's so good.
When he is like, shoot you, or shoot darn it, or darn shoot it, and shoot it.
Well, that was after he screamed "God damn it" at the top of his lungs because he was playing Call of Duty.
Well, remember
Warfare
the time
3.
he was 2, sitting in the back seat of my car, and I picked him up from the babysitters right before he started daycare. He's in the back going, fuck, fuck, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck, 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 fuck. And I went, "Excuse me, sir." And he goes, "What?" I said, "Honey, that's not a kid word. You
Those are
can't
grown-up
use that. You
words.
can't."
Mhm.
He goes, "Okay."
Yeah.
And just stopped. I was like, "What?
Yeah.
It's that easy?" And then
No.
now I'm
Yeah.
like,
No.
no.
Do you remember
Not at
that show Kids Say the Darndest Things?
Yes.
Yes.
Gunnar
Oh my
would be a
God.
star.
Oh God, yes, he would be the best. It'd be so
So-
great.
A girlfriend of mine, her daughter fell off her bike and hurt herself.
Yeah.
Aw.
And they are driving to the ER. And the girl is crying. And the mom says, "Well, do you want to say a bad word? Do you think that'll make you feel better?" She's just, "Yeah, I want to say the S word." And she says, "Okay, you can say it one time." She's sexy.
She is precious.
That's so cute.
I want to say the S word.
Cute. I love it. That's so sweet. Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's
that's so great.
There's a kitty.
There's a cat, and now he's gonna rub himself on the microphone. So my apologies if the
Oh,
sound
that's
is weird.
okay.
Oh no, that's the kitty cats are always welcome.
Yeah, he's
I
a
love his
ham.
his
he's-
little like Fu Manchu thing that he has.
Oh yeah, he's got here. Turn your face this way. You wanna
What's
do
his
this
name?
thing? His name is Hugo.
Oh, he is
Yeah,
precious.
there we go. There's that face. It's like
Aw.
a splotch. He looks like he has a nose painted on. Yeah, he's a good
He's-
boy.
He's a handsome man.
He absolutely is a handsome man. Yes.
Oh, do you want to
Yes.
since you ladies like Parks and Rec,
Yes.
and we like Parks and Rec, do you
I
want
have
to
a game. I have a game.
We
A
can-
Parks
Ooh,
and Recreation
yay.
themed game.
we can wrap this up?
It is Parks and Recreation. Would you rather?
Oh, I love this. I'm excited.
I love Would You Rather games. All right, let's
You
do
guys are also going to like the title of this episode.
Yes.
Okay.
Would you rather eat waffles with Leslie Knope or bacon and eggs with Ron Swanson?
Waffles with Leslie Knope.
Me too.
Waffles, Leslie, for sure.
I would choose. It's bacon and eggs.
It's Leslie Knope.
All the
As-
bacon eggs. You
all
might
the-
have heard a lot, but what I said was I
Give
Every-
me
mean
all the bacon and eggs you
yeah,
have.
all the bacon and
The
eggs you have.
bacon and eggs you have.
Would you rather drink snake juice with Tom Haverford or throw rocks into the pit with Andy Dwyer?
Rocks into the pit with Andy Dwyer.
Snake juice. That is the funniest episode ever.
It is.
I'm
so
gonna
good.
go with the pit only if Mouse Rat is also singing the pit.
Yeah,
we're
that's a
all-
good one, too.
Yes. He's got to hold a guitar. I'll throw the rocks. You play the
Yeah.
guitar.
I'm
Yeah.
in the
You-
pit.
You could throw rocks and Mousetrap will just play an entire set.
I should have worn my
Oh.
mouth rat shirt.
You
Fuck.
Oh, that's awesome. I loved that episode though of them like when everyone is the drunkest version of themselves. And it's so good. You know that they just were like,
Yes.
all right, do what you think your character
Why did
would
I
do.
just stop?
Amy Poehler directed that episode.
Did she really?
She did.
Mhm.
How fun!
Shit. Fuck. I wanted to say Anastasia Beaverhausen, but that's Will and Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Will and Grace.
It is. The
Excuse me.
I should make my handle that somewhere on something.
You're thinking of the girl
April.
that April plays. Yes.
Snakehole, Janet Snakehole.
Janet.
That's when
Snakehole.
she comes out, I think, for the first time, isn't it?
Yes.
During the Snake Juice episode.
I think so.
Love it.
Would
Yeah.
you rather make prank phone calls with April Ludgate or watch movies with Ann Perkins?
Prank phone calls with April.
Yep, same.
I know it is a hard one,
Movies with Anne.
Ooh.
It's
I'm
going to be a
just
lot of Lifetime movies.
but ew,
Right.
Hallmark.
This
Terry
is what I'm saying,
Palace,
like,
story.
I am imagining us on the couch. We're both wrapped in our own blanket, but like pretending that we're sharing it, and we are eating.
Order some pizza.
Yes.
No,
yes.
it's Chinese food. It's
Oh, yeah.
Chinese
And
food.
it is Chinese food.
Chinese food.
And we both ordered our own dish with the expectation that the other person is going to share, but neither one of us said that.
And then there's like those big bottles of wine just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
But then you're watching things like Marley and Me, and she's like,
Ugh.
puppies, puppies. And you're
Oh,
like,
no.
"Whoa, no,
we
thank
are going to
you."
watch the movie where the next door neighbor tries to steal the identity and
Oh, yeah.
turns into the other girl and like tries to steal her husband and her children.
I've been watching a lot of Lifetime movies. Yeah, that's what you're going to be watching the whole time. when she-
No, me and April would be like, is your refrigerator running?
You better go
you
out
shit
and
your
catch it.
Like,
Blood orphans.
blood
Oh.
orphans.
I
Yeah.
don't know what that is. Would you rather have dinner with the Gurgiches or the Sapersteins?
Gurgiches.
Mona Lisa and John Ralphio are hilarious characters. I think if I had to sit at a table with the both of them, I'd be like, you two need to shut up. I can't
Yeah.
stand you. So I'd probably have to go with the Gurgiches, even though they're so sweet. It's like sticky
Disgusting.
and kind of
Yeah.
gross. Yeah.
I kind of
W-
like
we,
disgustingly, like sickeningly sweet. I'll go with that too.
We
Yeah.
I don't.
we met Jim O'Hare, Gary
Did
Gurgich
you
at a
really?
con. Yeah.
He is the sweetest
He is
man
the
in the
coolest
entire
dude.
damn world. Oh my God. He's amazing.
He offered Gunnar a job as his personal landscaper.
He said
Oh
he was
my
going to fire
goodness.
Chris Pratt and hire Gunnar.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
I
he-
love
He said,
that.
I'll fly you out every week just to cut my
Yeah.
grass.
because now I can because I made Parks and Rec and I have
Yeah.
all the
He has
Uh,
Parks
He
and
was
Rec
so
money.
sweet. He was like, here, let me hug you. And I was like,
Oh, he is
he's
the
so
coolest.
sweet. And
you
he was
know that's
funny.
the point. That's the reason why he has all these like amazing life things on that show, because they were like, this man is such a nice man in character and in real life that we can't continue to say these horrible things to him and about him. We have to give him the beautiful life. You know, we have to give him the amazingly gorgeous wife with the beautiful daughters. And then he, you know, spoiler alert, he becomes mayor. Like we have
Yes.
to give him all these wonderful things
Yes.
because he's such a nice person and they treat him so badly.
Yeah.
So horribly. Oh my goodness. Poor
Yeah,
Jerry.
How do you think he got his wife?
Well,
The
said
doctor
it's-
reveals that.
Yeah,
There's a doctor.
I
tells us
know.
why he has her.
that man has the largest penis I've ever seen ever, and I'm not kidding. It's huge.
He's like, I didn't even look for what they're all looking for gout or like something
Yeah.
horrible. And he's like, I mean, I didn't even look for it because I was distracted by the
Yeah.
largest.
His penis.
So
I have ever seen.
I'm waiting for Chris Traeger
All
on
right.
the next one.
Well, here we go. Would you
knew it.
rather do yoga with Chris Traeger or claymation with my man Ben Wyatt?
Claymation.
Claymation.
Yoga.
Are you
Claymation.
serious?
W-
But it's
do you
fun.
want-
Fondue fork in the eyeball. I don't care who I'm doing it with. Okay, now move this thing 3/8 of an inch. No.
hey, it's Ben Wyatt. We could sit on the Iron Throne.
That's true.
I don't care if it's Peyton Manning. We're not doing it.
I will with Peyton Manning. Hell
I
yeah.
could not stand. No, so we have our friend, like certain friends that specifically fit all of the characters. I am Leslie Knope to a T. He is Ben Wyatt to a T. We have
Aw.
a friend that is Ron Swanson. We have a friend that is Traeger. We have a friend that, like, we have friends that fit each character.
I love math, Game of Thrones, and calzones. and Star
That's
Wars.
a little too spot on, dude.
And yeah, those are like those 4 things are in my top 10 of my favorite things just in life.
I make lists. I have a million binders in like chronological order of
She's
things.
very organized.
I am super organized. I mean, and I'm a public speaker. I can talk to people. I'm super bubbly, no matter if I'm sick or not. But yeah, no, Chris Traeger, I could not handle because our friend who is
It would
Literally-
literally drive her crazy.
Yeah.
literally,
Literally.
we have a Chris Traeger friend, and I can only stand him in small increments, so I could not
Which
do
really
yoga.
sucks because I love Rob Lowe so much, but our friend that acts like Chris Traeger, I don't like him.
Well,
He
the
is
difference
so
is
much-
that Rob Lowe is playing a character, and this guy,
Yeah.
this is who he actually
His real life.
Ooh, it's
really
so bad.
hard. It's
Would-
hard.
Would you rather commit crimes with Janet Snakehole or solve them with Burt Macklin?
Oh, that's
Janet
so
Snakehole.
hard.
I would solve them with Burt Macklin.
too.
I'm solving with Bert.
I'm
Yep.
Burt Macklin.
Burt
That's fine.
Macklin.
Janet Snakehole is all to myself. Thank you.
You'd
Would
have a
you
lot of fun.
rather get caught stealing Ron's bacon or keying Donna's Mercedes?
Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. This was a hard one.
This
Oh,
is
remember-
a hard one, but I
remember-
would steal the bacon.
I would steal the
Because
bacon
Donna
too.
knows how
Donna
to hide
don't
a body.
play. Yeah,
Yeah.
Donna don't play.
Yeah.
Ron has land that nobody knows about. So if he catches you, no one will find you.
it doesn't matter if Donna finds out that you keyed her car. No one will find you, and you probably will die a slow, painful death.
Right? You shot
At
my Mercedes. Like she is coming after you.
Yeah.
You
At
are
least
done.
Ron would probably make it swift and quick. Donna would like fillet you with a potato peeler.
Ron
And I-
Swanson would make you bury yourself alive.
Oh,
Right.
gosh.
But he would make you do it 22 years later. He
Yeah.
would come and he would show you the picture. I saw you take this.
Yes.
I think also though you could make it up to Ron a lot easier than you could to Donna because with
She holds
Ron,
grudges.
right? With Ron, you buy him like 4 more packs of bacon, and you're like, and I cooked you this bacon village. Look at it, it's beautiful. and
And
then
I
you
brought
put
you
some eggs,
42 steaks.
right? And there are eggs in the moat around the village that I created, and he would be so happy, right? But
Yeah.
Donna, there's no forgiving.
No.
no forgiving.
No, that's
No.
for life. That's
She's
for
crazy,
life.
right?
Well, here's the last one, and
Okay.
it's probably my favorite.
Oh God.
Okay.
Would you rather do a fun cowboy photo shoot with Lil Sebastian or play fetch all day with Champion?
Play fetch with Champion.
Little Sebastian!
Oh. This is hard for me because I love Champion.
And
But I-
Lil Sebastian.
And Lil Sebastian's just I bet that Champion's less smelly, so I'm gonna go Champion.
Yeah. Well, Champion's not dead either.
Oh.
Rest
I
in
mean-
peace, Lil Sebastian.
Bye.
Rest in peace, Lil Sebastian.
There, yeah. You had to
Rest in peace.
He's gonna come and haunt your dreams tonight.
That's fine. I get to hang out with the ghost Lil Sebastian. He is my 5,000 candles in the wind.
Little Sebastian.
So funny.
miss
Yeah.
you in the sun.
I don't know. I think a fun cowboy photo shoot with Lil Sebastian would be adorable.
Yeah.
Yes, but you wouldn't be able to like sit on him.
But Lil Sebastian gets to dress up. You could put like a
oh,
little
are you
cowboy
gonna dress
hat on
up as
him.
like Woody?
Yeah,
And he could be
bullseye.
Bullseye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we would.
Now,
Okay, that is
is it
kinda
like a taxidermied little Sebastian or is he alive?
It's it's the rotted corpse. It's a Halloween photo
Oh no!
Zombie
See?
cowboy.
Less. I was right about the less smelly thing. I'm just saying.
shoot.
Sticking around with zombie little Sebastian. Oh
Yes.
goodness, that's horrible and
Oh.
hilarious.
Oh man. Oh god. Ugh.
All right, ladies. Well, thank you both so much for being on the show. It's
They want to plug.
huh? Yeah. It's been awesome having you
Oh my
both.
gosh.
We're so glad we're here. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, this is really fun.
But
So anytime that you guys ever want to like record and get drunk or record and be stupid, because I know you don't really do a whole lot of that, but you can totally come on our show. Just be like, hey, we want to get drunk and be stupid. I'll be like, yeah, let's go. Come
Yep.
on.
Hey, I'm pretty good at being stupid sans alcohol. So
Right,
I don't
I-
even think I
yeah.
have to drink.
Right. That's why Jenny and I don't drink on the show. Like that's one of many reasons. We don't really need any sort
Yeah.
of assistance there. I mean, she corrected me on a fact, and I put fact in air quotes because I completely screwed up one of the things that we taught last week. So, you know, it is what it is.
yeah.
I don't need much help being dumb. Um,
Well, before we wrap this up, again, thank you both for being on. And
Thank
if
you
you
so
would be so kind as to let our listeners know where they can find your show.
Yeah, you can find us anywhere that you listen. We're on all of the places, and we're also on all of the places on social media. So you can find us at CK and GK podcast spelled out in the words.
.com.
And yeah, we have a website too, ckandgkpodcast.com.
Awesome.
Yeah, anywhere you want to go find us, we are available for your listening and non-fact truth telling pleasure.
Remember that website? .com.
Yes, I do remember that.
Hotwire.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Hotwire.com.
I hate Hotwire. Anyway.
All I remember is the .com part.
Oh.
So obviously their advertisements didn't work that well.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you remember .com. At least somebody would have picked it up to help you.
Mhm.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah. Yep.
All right,
So
well-
find us everywhere, and thank you for having us. We loved coming. This was great.
This was super fun.
I'm
Yes.
glad.
I'm-
Experience.
We had an amazing time with both of you.
I
Thank
know
you
I
again
had
so much.
fantastic. It's fucking great. I love it. Like it this is awesome. Like
Yeah.
woo. I'm still laughing. Like
Yeah. It's still
My
funny.
sides
I'm
hurt
so
bad.
glad that y'all were able to comb through that list of people on the show
Oh, yeah.
before us so you could get to us.
Oh, absolutely.
The thing is, like, we've actually been talking for so long that, like, it doesn't feel like it doesn't seem weird to me to be doing this at all. It's been really
Oh,
easy and
no.
natural. We've been talking to you guys for so long, so it's been really great
Yeah.
to be here. And thank you for having us here. It's just been wonderful.
Hell yeah. Thank you both so much. Again, yeah,
we
you're right.
didn't forget our juice boxes.
It's been amazing.
Yay! Look, honey, juice boxes.
Well, as always, you can find our show by visiting our link tree. That's linktr.ee/happy hour podcast 3. All of our listening platforms, our merch store, all the socials. Unfortunate Horrors is in that as well.
Yeah, there's a tab,
Take
right?
it away.
No pun intended. There's a tab at the top because tab is at the top.
Second from the top.
Oh, I thought I was at the top.
No, because now you can buy us a coffee.
Oh,
support the show.
Okay. Buy us coffee.
Coffee is at the top.
Okay, coffee.
Coffee-
Coffee is always at the top.
Coffee always comes first.
It absolutely does,
Coffee
especially
always
when you're a
comes
mom.
first. And a dad.
Mhm. Mhm.
But you can find me along with Lisa and from Designated Quizzers and Jen from what I had heard was on Unfortunate Horrors. You can find us on Twitter at Unfortunate Horrors. We have an Instagram. We're trying to get other platforms social media wise out there, but we're kind of like testing the waters right now where we talk about things that men don't think women talk about.
Like farting.
Yeah,
No,
we've
that's-
mentioned that.
No, that's us. That's what we talk about.
and that's what Gunnar looks up too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Right, got
Absolutely.
it.
Yep.
Okay.
Poop in your pants.
All
That's,
that, all that fun 8-year-old crap.
But no, we definitely I know Lisa will be down to have you ladies on Unfortunate Horrors. So we just got to find a topic and get you guys on.
That'd be great.
All right. Thanks for inviting us.
Yeah, we're glad
Of
we
course.
came.
Thank you
Thank
guys
Thank you so
again
much.
so much for coming on. This was super fun. This was a
Yes.
blast. Oh my God, I had so much fun.
Us
Me
too.
too. Yes, absolutely.
I've got mom bladder, so I have to go pee.
All right. Well, you do that, and As always, thank you all for listening. Thank you so much. It's been great. Don't text and drive. Don't drink and drive. Always drink responsibly. Have a great night, and we will see you next time.
Bye. Bye.